Recording. Welcome to the team call tonight. It is Tuesday, September 6th, right? Yeah, I think it's September 6th. Who freaking knows? It's September sometime, beginning of September. We are week 1 into the health vet, and actually day 3 into the health vet. And let me just tell you, our challenge group is freaking blowing up. Like, people posting, it's awesome. I love the challenge tracker app. I didn't like it in the beginning because it was a little bit hard to use, maneuver. But I really like it now because it's not on Facebook, which means there's less distractions. You get on there, you log what you came to log, and then you can look at people's things, comments, whatever. I was listening to a podcast by Allie Upham today, and she was talking about one of the rules that she makes for herself with challenge groups. She checks in twice a day. The same time, she's consistent with it every single day. So she'll post maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, and then she posts again in the evening sometime, probably around 7. And she does not check in the day. Because I think as coaches, we get hung up on feeling like we need to be in every second of their day helping them be successful, when if we would just let that group kind of cultivate on its own while we're away doing other things instead of constantly checking in, constantly answering questions, they would build a support system as a group. And if I don't answer something for 7 hours, there's a good likelihood that someone else is going to step in and do it, which creates that group, tight-knit, getting to know each other thing that I've really been missing in my groups because I'm always in there. And I'm feeling like I need to always micromanage things. So something to think about doing as we are in this is to really limit yourself in those groups. Also, if you have challengers who have your phone number, which all of my challengers have my phone number and my email address and my Facebook and Instagram, they have everything. If they send you something in a text message or in a Facebook message that's asking questions about Shakeology, that's asking questions about, something that's related to something you could share with a group and help multiple people at one time, make them post it in the group. Say, that's really awesome. I love that. Now copy and paste this into the group so I can answer it for a bunch of other people too. She said, after doing that a couple of times, they don't send you questions like that anymore. They know to immediately go to the group, because what we want to do as coaches is create that group culture, create the system of like, you run really awesome challenge groups, and that's why people work with you, because they want those really awesome challenge groups. And so tonight we're going to talk about how to be a challenge group coach. Yes, you are looking for business builders, but 90% of your business builders that don't randomly message you or that you don't randomly find are in your challenge groups. They are people that are working to find those results. They're the reason that we're all sitting here right now, is because when we started, we were looking for those results. We were driven, we had goals, which led us to where we're at now. We're driven, we have goals. We're looking for ways to take care of our family and to continue to share what we love about coaching. This light's really not that great. Like, I thought it would be like one of those like round lights, but it really just makes me look washed out. Am I trying to look that better? So the one thing that we need to do, and Alyssa and I were talking about this today, is simplify our social media. Cut it down to the bare minimum. Do not try to be a Snapchat guru and an Instagram Snap guru and Instagram messaging and Facebook groups and Facebook like pages. Like, simplify it, because so far this month I have been the least stressed I have been in probably 6 months, because I'm running one group right now. We have our team page. I have my Women in Christ page. I'm doing a new coach training, spur of the moment, but it's coming together the way that I want it to, and that's it. And I only have to worry about those things. And I'm not worried about checking in 1,000 times to 1,000 different groups. I have made it known that I'm working with a small group of people because my attention can only go so far, and I can't help people get really great results if I'm trying to catch flies everywhere. If you're a busy mom, which I know you both are, you really got to limit yourself to those concise groups. Run one group, then run a free group, then do a business opportunity, but don't do it all in the same week. Don't overlap on things. When one group finishes, close it and say, If you want to continue with us next month, we're going to do something a little bit different. Change it up, make it fresh. Make people have to let you know they want to move on with you. Obviously, you're going to stay in contact with them because people came to you wanting something. So every once in a while, you're going to shoot them a message and say, hey, girl, how are you? How are things going? I just want to check in with you because this is what you told me your goal was, and you've kind of dropped off the face of the earth. I just want you to know that I love you and I'm here for you, and I want to support you in whatever you're doing, but I need to know how to help you. I need to know where you're at. One thing that I have started requiring people to do is to send me before pictures and measurements, because I cannot help people if I don't know their progress. I don't know their stats. I can't celebrate them. I can't be a good coach if I don't know the things that I'm telling you are working. If I see that you're gaining inches and not losing them, and it's not for a medical reason, then I'm going to know either you're not following the program or you're not following the nutrition, and we need to go somewhere else. We need to figure out what works for you. If I can't be hands-on like that, I can't be a good coach, and I can't run good challenge groups because there's no accountability there. There's just me saying, here, let me hold your hand. Let me give you a feel good. I take this job incredibly serious because I want people to understand that healthy is not restrictive. It's not. You can eat a lot of really great things. And this is something I'm dealing with my own family. There is a lot of very unhealthy alcohol, cigarettes, tobacco, like all kinds of just unhealthiness in my family. 90% of my family is like way overweight. And I would be okay if I knew where they were happy, if I knew that they were not suffering, if I knew that they weren't dealing with diseases based on what they were putting in their mouth or what they were drinking or what they were smoking. And my aunt, my uncle who's 36, suffered from a stroke last Friday because of the way he ate, because he smokes, because he drinks. His blood pressure was 264 over 183. Like, it's ridiculous. And in talking to my aunt, she asked me, she said, so I know you have a lot of good recipes, and just talking to me, and she said, so how do I cook kale and quinoa? I was like, do you like kale and quinoa? And she's like, no, but I know that that's something, it's health food. And I'm like, I said, I eat butter and I eat bacon on a daily basis. And I've never been healthier in my life. And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah. Like, so many people don't understand health. They don't understand healthy food. They don't understand how to shop. Like, I'm so serious when I say I'm ready to start doing grocery store tours so I can show people that shopping's not bad. Or like offering like cooking classes at my house, showing people how to make a healthy meal that tastes good. That doesn't taste like cardboard. You're not eating tofu. I don't like tofu. So it's about meeting people on their level and understanding their need. Because a lot of times I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing that I completely forget to say, hey, what do you need? Why are you doing this? What do you want? And that's what we do as coaches. We're here to ask them why. If they haven't been showing up in a group and they were really consistent for a really long time, it's somewhere where I would say, Jamie, what's going on? What's happening? Like, you were doing so good and you're sparkling all over the place, and all of a sudden there's no sparkle. And I'm really sad because I miss your sparkle. It's just something like that. Like, you're the first person that I noticed goes missing. If you just drop off the face of the planet, I know you're not there. Alyssa, you're the same way. I see pictures of that baby, I know something's wrong. And that's part of the team culture that we have. We notice when people aren't there. Our job as coaches is to get to know each other and to build each other up and to notice when someone goes missing. And that is your job with your challengers, is to build that spark finding, Instagram loving connection where when these people stop posting in groups or stop creeping on the page, you're going to say, hey, what's going on? Like, what's happened? And that's something that's why I made the board, because I had so many people in so many different places, and people would go missing, and then I message them and they're like, well, why do you care? You haven't been here for months. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that's what we need to do as coaches. That's where we need to be. That's the kind of servants we need to be. We need to serve these people. No, you're not going to make money fast. We all know that. 1 week your paycheck may be $14, but you're helping a ton of people, and you're going, God, why can't I just make like $400,000? Like, why am I still stuck in this, like having to pull 2-ply toilet paper to make it through the next week? Like, why am I having to do that? I'm such a good person. I love people. You know, like that's real life, y'all. I'm not there yet, but one day. But that's the kind of person you need to be on social media. You need to put that out there. The video I just made, I had 3 messages today of people, and I'm incredibly blessed by these messages, and I love getting them. I told you I'm a total weirdo. I don't know how to respond to them. But when someone tells me they admire me for my strength and for my drive and for my commitment to the Lord and all these things, I feel like I need to say, wait a second. Like, I know what you're saying on Facebook. I know what I'm putting out here, but clearly I'm not putting out the right vibes. I am, because I want people to know that my life is blessed. It's great, but it's not great all the time. I'm not always a follower of Jesus. There are some days where I lose my religion on my 2-year-old because it's been that kind of a day. And that's what people need to understand, is that we're not perfect. We are human beings. I am a human being. I'm still wearing the freaking clothes I worked out in like 8 hours ago. I haven't showered yet. I probably smell terrible. Yeah, it's not good. I'm drinking 2-day-old coffee. That's disgusting. I have laundry piled up. My kid crapped in Chick-fil-A today, and it was awful. Like, the one time I don't have a diaper bag or wipes or a change of clothes, yep. I almost carried her naked out of Chick-fil-A today. It was bad. Everywhere. Nasty. I don't do poop. But that's the kind of stuff people can relate to, you know? Like the post about getting to spend time with your kids, getting to go see your son's first baseball practice. Like, that was awesome. I got a little happy tears because I know that's something that you have worked for. Alyssa, getting to spend time with a sweet little baby, so cute. And building your life and your business around his nap times, that's something people can relate to, you know? That's something people, why are you crying right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because you know you're awesome, and because you put on your goal board 2 months ago, it's happening for you.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Love it. Freaking love it. Freaking love you. But y'all, this right here, what we have right here, this is what people need. They need to feel like they belong. They need to feel important. I cannot tell you a year ago where I was sitting and so lonely and so desperate for something to change. I was so lost in my marriage. We were on the verge of divorce. Like, and nobody knows that because I wasn't willing to be real with myself. I put on that persona of life is great, everything is good. You know, being a mother is awesome. I love my daughter, but being a mother is hard. Having patience 24/7 when you have not slept in 3 days is hard. Getting through some of those financial struggles when that's the only thing you fight about and you're so stubborn about it, that's hard. This is real life, and it's hard, and it's a struggle. And this business is hard, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle to believe that you are worth everything that you are working for, but you are worth it and so much more. You are worth every tear that you are going to shed over someone who is rude, and the confidence that you are going to lose when someone ignores you. You're worth that. You're worth more than that. And one day, you're going to get that one person that just gets it, and you're like, where have you been all my life? Oh my gosh, I love it. Freaking love it. And you're going to find someone who looks at you and says exactly where you were when you started. You can pinpoint every emotion that you've ever felt because they feel it. And you can say, I've been there. But you're not going to be there forever. We're going to get through this together, and I'm going to help you. And I'm going to show you what works. And I'm going to notice when you're gone. And I'm going to root you on when you have that non-scale victory of wearing a dress that you bought 6 months ago. and thought I would never fit in. Or when you get your first paycheck and it's $80 and that's enough to buy diapers, 2-ply toilet paper, and mascara. We're going to have those celebrations. That's the kind of things we do as a coach. And if we're not doing those things, we're not doing our job. Rank is awesome because rank is what helps us get paid. It's what helps us get free leads. It's what helps us grow. But we cannot rank if we don't take care of each other. If we don't take care of the people that have entrusted themselves by spending that $140 to be with us, because they came for us. They came for what we have to offer them. They came for what we can share with them and in the ways that we can impact their lives. And not by anything special, but just by sharing the things that we go through daily and being a normal person. And that's it. And that's where we need to be as a coach. That's where we need to be in our relationships. That's what we need to be on social media. I've been really struggling with the whole social media thing because the last thing I want to do is put off that I'm something that I'm not. I love Jesus, but I don't have it together every day. Some days I sit and I read and I'm like, WTF, I don't know what you're trying to show me from this, God. This does not make any sense. And then 3 hours later it applies and I'm like, oh, my bad, you're right. It's truth. It's truth. It's real life. But if you take anything from this call, I want you to realize that you have value that is not found in other people. It's not found in what other people think of you. You have value all your own. And the reason people want to work with you is because they see that value and they want to know a little bit more about you. They want to know what makes you tick, what makes you carry on. They want to know what is driving you to stay up 3 or 4 hours extra every night, sending messages and posting on Facebook 8 times a day because you're trying to reach that one person, just one person that's going to get it and that's going to understand where you're coming from. It's not about the masses. It's about the select few that you're going to find that are going to change your life. And I have a whole team of these people. I'm looking at 2 of them right now that we met in the most unconventional ways. But God willing, we are still here. And we are still kicking butt. And if it takes us 10 years, it's not going to take us 10 years. We're going to be on an island in 10 years that we own. But we're still going to be here. And we're still going to be loving people the same way that we do now. And we're still going to be taking care of these people. Because that's our calling. And we know that's our calling. Because we ain't got no backup plan. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all tonight. And kind of apologize in advance. I don't know if I want to make this announcement on the video or not. But, no.
It's not on video.
We'll unannounce this officially. Unannounce